As the unknown's pulling me. We could leave this place, freedom ours to chase. What if I escape with you? What if I escape with you? What if I escape with you? What if I escape?
I made a really funny joke in the beginning, but I don't want this video to get like kind of flagged because there are certain terms that you'll say in a video that will get it like shadow banned, so I can't make the joke. Yeah, I can't make the joke. I'll tell y'all about it a little bit deeper in because the first 30 seconds is kind of caught. But much love. Thank you if you've made it through every single video and got to the end of this one here. And yeah, and like truly I love you. I love the essence that is you. Not anything you've taken on in the physical, but all that stuff is good too if it really, like, you know, if it completes you in a way. The things that you do, you know, and that you enjoy. I'm glad. Keep doing your things. Keep learning yourself to the highest degree, because that's the most important work that you'll do here. If more people really went within themselves and worked on themselves, the whole collective dream would look really different. But that's why ascension and ascending out of this world is not for everyone, and it's not about everyone. You know, it's not meant for everyone. Not everyone is supposed to ascend at the same time, and that's just something you have to realize. And the way out is shown to very few who are willing to go within themselves. But with all that said, welcome to the end. If you have not made it through every single video in the Awakening series, I say you go back and watch them. They are a treat. Big shout out to the lovely soul that helped. Ash, thank you so much. That's yeah, man, that's a dope soul right there. If y'all want to go connect to her, I think she does readings and everything. I can't. Oh, I'm dying because I don't have any water, and I reshot You Versus You, and I talked for 30 minutes and I didn't even mean to, dude. That's just how it keeps flowing. But in this video I want to be a bit calmer and not so passionate, and just tell you, well, I'm calm of mind and still of mind when I did that video. It's just like it's like what a human narrative would call just like oppressive. I just kept coming with the gems, and I want to take it down a notch and just be like this. You Versus You in all these videos, if you didn't catch the whole theme of them, this is your dream, and the way out is within you. Nothing on the external will free you, and that's just it at the end of the day. Nothing will free you. You're the key, you're the lock and the key. And if you meet a partner that reflects you, even better, because you guys are on your way out together. And that's one of the most beautiful things, is a true bonding of souls down here on this plane, because you guys were able to connect or write in your contracts where you connect in a world that's this dense and find each other. It's one of the most beautiful things that I would say is on the external. But again, the most beautiful thing ever to exist is going to be you in your heart, and you in what you consider to be love, because the funniest thing is you trapped yourself here. And there are some of us who can travel freely between realms, and you'll actually realize that when you wake up. Some people are awakened to that power. A lot of people do it by accident, but it's just who you are in nature. We're not human beings having a spiritual experience. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. And the way out is your mind. You cannot be conformed to this world. You can't be stuck to it. You can't, you know, and that's why I bring up, well, recently I brought up a lot of stuff from you know what book in the series, but I don't want to give it any more power, because I don't want people to put the emphasis on, oh, now I've picked up this book and realize stuff. No, I'm just saying any enlightened being, man, all the names we say, it could be Jesus, Buddha, it could be Prophet Muhammad, Krishna. I'm trying to think of all the names Muji referenced in his video. But yeah, all of them have realized, like, all of these assaults came for them. When they came out of the world, listen, to come out of the world is to come out of this realm. You will not be recognized. Even when you're manifesting your destiny, a lot of people, you won't be recognized. You're putting on a mindset that other people are too afraid of themselves to put on. Come out of this world. Your thoughts are powerful. They make your body react. Like your mind is straight up connected. Like the holographic universe. I love this because this is a book that I like to reference. The back of the book has all the references where you can pull the source information for all of this information from if you're someone who really needs to break down the logical mind. And in the holographic universe, it says it. There was a guy who literally, I think it was like a World War II veteran or something like that in the book, where the doctors had him use visualization and imagined his white blood cells as like soldiers just destroying the cancer in the body. They had him like visualize this every night. They tried visualization because he was willing to try anything. And what do you know? He ends up beating the cancer. Like he ends up beating it because your mind is powerful. Like these doubts and this stress and this sickness is created from our mind. You will take yourself out just based on your mind because that's how powerful you are. You are so powerful that you could deem your body just dead. Like, and you're gone. You're gone. You'll get out of here. You will get all sorts of things. It'll be a horrible experience, quote unquote, as the humans say, but it'll all be a necessary experience because at the same time, you're the one who's writing your life. You're writing your life. And I remember the brother Tone, I just call him that, but you know, we didn't used to have names. One thing he said that I really loved is that, oh damn, the thought just slipped my mind. Well, he said one quote about like, you're so powerful that you sat yourself down. That's one thing, but I guess just going back to me, you are that powerful. Maybe it'll come back, but you are that powerful. Your mind is the all, and that's why you can't be concerned with what's going on outside of yourself. You know, get degrees, get money, get the clothes you've always wanted, but manifest it. Don't external. You're always manifesting, but what I mean is like, try to go within to attract those things to you, and you will literally see your psychic abilities waking up. Like, that's why I say I don't need anything outside of myself because I realized I am source. I am. They say those are the two strongest words that you could ever say. I am. Your mind is all. Like your mind, like a higher perception will literally take the chains off you. They will fall off because it's a dream. We can't just be running around saying this is a dream and a simulation and not actually mean it. No, how are you calling this a dream and then you're getting into an argument with the waiter that bought your food or the person at the gas station or somebody who may have hit your car? Like, you know, like, and I'm not saying those aren't big deals because those are big moments for transformation, but I've been in car accidents, multiple, and I took no thought in them. I was just like, oh, you know, it is what it is. It's the human experience. Somebody manifested cars. Now cars are here. Now we drive cars. Now cars are like the most dangerous, quote unquote, thing we do every day. Some may say, and it really kind of is. And look, we were in an accident. It just manifested the way it was. It is what it is. Is everyone safe? You know, do your normal rounds. Make sure everyone's good. Move on. You don't let something sit like that in your nervous system, knowing how strong your mind is. Imagine that. Like, and I know everyone is different, so it's not easy to just say that for everyone. That's why the journey is for you. You're coming out of the world. And that's why that quote from that specific book is, remember, when they hated you, they hated me first, because you're not of the world anymore. I've had people do things to me where other people would be like, yo, how could you let this happen? Get away from this person. And I'm like, no. See, you need to back up off me, because you saying that. And if I take that into my mind, it's not that dramatic. If you do the work, you understand. But at like, the story was trying to make it dramatic because it's like, you are going to put me in lower concepts. I don't think like that. I see everyone as soul. So everyone is just operating with the best of their abilities. So no, they didn't do anything to hurt me. They just did what they did. They did whatever they are calibrated to. They can't control that because they won't look within. It's what they created. So how am I going to get upset at someone with what they created? I can't do that. Can't do that to myself. I have nothing but compassion, and I embody that, and I move on. This information isn't for everybody. That's why I said it's about you. And even in my you versus you video, because this is the one recently in my mind, because I just shot this, that's why you have to take all that stuff off. Egos and all that never used to exist. It's going to feel selfish when you do the awakened journey. You're going to Actually, something else from Tone came up. You're gonna appear cold to your family members. Yeah. Man, I remember one of my family members saying it directly to me, like, damn, how, like, why do you so cold? They don't understand it. They're trying to understand what you're doing from the human mind. That's why I said, put on a higher mindset. You are gods. Don't just say that, embody it. But that embodiment doesn't mean to put yourself over others. It's yourself you have to be. Your lower mind is not allowing you to think that, because you've been brought into a world where there's conditions where you actually have to think because of, oh, skin color over here, I'm below a certain type of people. Oh, because I wasn't born with this, I'm below a certain type of people. Oh, because I don't have the new Mack truck Toyota 25, I'm under people. Oh, because I don't have the new fishing rod dude extreme boat, I'm not. Oh, I opened an app and, like, we're conditioned to everything. Like Instagram, oh, I look at an app, look at all these beautiful people on vacation and this, and oh, that's the, like, bro, it's bro, none of this used to exist. You're so, like, people don't realize how conditioned they are. And see, this is actually something Tone talks about too. When he points to the conditions, some people get offended, but that's the very things that you need to take off to experience divinity, because it's all within you. If you could really realize your own divinity, you would wake up to all this. And that's why I say this about, I know in my you versus you video, I said so much about that. This girl, they're just my friends, but this one girl, I made a video about manifesting. She said I could use her messages in my video. I loved it. I showed her a technique that I learned through Neville Goddard. I said, because she was struggling with her job, she wanted a new job. I said, okay, let me give you a technique to do it. Gave her the technique. Go watch the video if you want to watch the video, but I gave her a technique. She literally, aside, like, I've told my family members about the technique, and they still didn't even, like, pull it off, or they won't even listen. But I showed her the technique and she pulled it off in 3 to 5 days. She went within herself and did it. I showed her the ladder technique. I showed her how her mind is creating reality, and it was her own power to bring it to her. It could have never worked for her, and she could have just called me phony. But that's the thing. I knew what I was teaching her was real because it can't be denied. Your subconscious mind is creating reality. It's impersonal. It doesn't know the difference between good things you like in your life and bad. But if you're sitting here talking about all the bad things that are happening to you or all the drama, you're going to create more of that, because you're basically telling your subconscious mind, if you have an emotional connection to it, that I want to experience more of that. That's why you are the way out. If your mind is that powerful, then why don't you just leave? Come out of the world. Leave. Because if you're stressing, if you're depressed, if you're this, if you go within yourself, you'll kill all of that off. You will knock it all off. It will fall off. It will fall off like it doesn't even exist. And it's sad, because one of the toughest things that I've experienced during awakening is I want to pull my family with me, but I know I can't. Just like the quote said, let the dead bury their dead. I can't do anything. I can't. I literally walk around every day, hear the conversations. I'm very observant of everything. And I'm like, damn, I really just can't pull people out. You can't pull people out. The awakening journey is for you. It's individual. And that's just what it is. And certain people are going to resonate with your message, take it serious and actually try it and do it and get results. And other people are not. And you know what I've noticed with the people that you don't, is then they'll come back and ask you, oh, how'd you do this or that? It's very funny. And it's like, you're the power. It's you. You're the way out. You're the lock and the key. That's why I put a key on this thumbnail. You're the way out. And I love that it was a key in water and it was a heart, because your heart is the answer. And also the key being in the water also shown that the water is like you. Be like water, like Bruce Lee. Being ever changing, ever flowing, ever shifting, never really conforming to anything. But when it's put in a jar or something, it can match the jar. You have to be free flowing. Your heart has to be lighter than a feather. It's funny that Bruce Lee had that quote about your heart being lighter than a feather. And the Egyptians also had that, where your heart needed to be lighter than a feather when you died, because if not, you'll come right back to this world. Because if you consider love to be outside of this world, and even people talk about how love is the fifth dimension. Well, if love is the fifth dimension, then that's literally telling you that if Earth is the third dimensional reality, then that means that love is not here. That means that love is outside of the world, literally. So then that means that everything we talk about here as love being blah, 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 that it's not love then. So I just laugh about those certain things. But yeah, man, come out of the world. Like, and then I didn't want to reference his name because I already referenced, like, you know, Jesus and I already say the Bible too much, but that's what the Bible quote meant. John 15:18. Look at that Bible verse. It literally says it. Come out of the world. They hated me first. They will hate you. Like, if they hated me, they will hate you. When you take on a higher perspective, your friends and family won't even understand what you're saying anymore. They will literally take offense to you saying things like, I just have a higher perspective. They'll be like, oh, you think you're better and evolved? It's just, it is what it is, man. Let them do them. Come out of the world. Come out of the world. Come out of the world. I'll say it one more time. Come out of the world. This is not your home. This is what you've made your home. You've taken residence in it. And now technology is advancing and all this to make you think like something is actually happening or evolution is actually happening. It's not. It's not. It's all a loop, man. That's why they talk about the Matrix getting reset and everything. And when you watch the Matrix movie, it's not like that literally like we're hooked up to tubes. But the Matrix movie shows you everybody is hooked up to machines and they're born and they're dying in these pods. And that's exactly what your spirit is doing. Energy looks very different in the spiritual realm than it does here. When someone gets mad or angry, that looks very different. There's energy tied to that because the energy is expressing itself in the best way it conditioned itself down here. So think about what a lot of like, you know, dark things that go on this planet actually look like. It's a lot darker than people think when they see the physical acts. I'll just tell you that. And people don't get that out their system. Having resentment from for people, having anger towards people, having mistrust, having that. It's all about yourself then. All that anger and resentment is towards yourself and revenge and all that. These are entities that we created that come and serve you when you call on them. Come out of the world. Come out of it. They will hate you. They hated me. And I will say it. I've had people dislike me. But remember, it's all love. I've been called crazy. I've been called devil. I've been called all this. Come out of the world. You're not of the world. Don't confine yourself to what others going on. It's time to leave that alone. You're ascending. You got it, like, and I know it's a hard saying, but you got to let the dead bury their dead. People aren't going to like, I've met so many people after I finally let go of so many things I've been holding on to. Like, still, I have my own work that I'm doing because I'm not all the way 100% there. I always say I'm like 80 or 90%. I let go of some things that weren't serving me, instantly started meeting people who are on the same frequency. Like, man, met this dope person. Dope person. She was, whoo, man. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm aligning to what I'm meant to experience. And this is coming from the person who, when I first awakened, I thought nobody will get it. Nobody will understand me. I had to go within. I was like, nope, I got to go within. And it's like that now, but it's not. The dark part of the awakening is pretty much gone, where it was like, what the hell's going on? Everything, look at, it's all dark, and seeing the walls twist and having dreams about the world, and like all of that disappeared after the awakening. But ooh, I seen some shiz. I still see it now. It's just, I realized I'm a god. As B.O.B. said in one of his new songs, I'm a god, I can't be agnostic. Much love and light. I'm out of here. Thank you for watching the series. Thank you to Ash for helping me with the series. I'm out of here. Peace and much love.